Hey guys, welcome to this thing again. Um, is J- are you alive, Django? You okay?
Are the gremlins gone yet?
Yes, they are.
Honestly, I was
Oh
just
shit!
trying
There's
to
one over there.
mesmerize. Okay, hold up. Dude, after literally 2 fucking years, I've had a pair of glasses and one of the lens was missing. It's under the fucking desk.
Okay. Anyway, hey guys, welcome to fuck it, let's make a podcast. We're back finally. Jesus Christ. Took us
And that's it,
a
guys.
long ass.
Yeah.
See you next year and a half. Yeah, we said
You gotta
just
see my you gotta
2 seconds.
see my beautiful face. And his. Take that as you will.
Oh man. Oh, that's great. Okay, so here we go. So it's been a while since we did this. Colton is not here, but me and Django are.
He
Keegan,
had a
Django.
sleepy because it is currently midnight where he lives.
Yeah, and it's
Almost like
and
it's
it's almost like it's
not.
not 4 a.m. where I am.
Yeah, and it's totally not like it's 69 420 where I live all day every day.
Bruh. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
so this is a podcast where we just talk about whatever random bullshit we think of for the episode and just go from there. Um, Literally, we made it on a whim, so that's why it's called Fuck It,
I
Let's Make a
stubbed my
Podcast.
toe on my chair.
Ouch. Anyway, back to you in the studio, Colt. Wait, he's not here.
Doom!
There's Doom, Street Fighter, Doom. Anyway,
What the fuck is a Persona 5 Strikers?
yeah, what is that? What is that? Oh, my friend bought it for me? Not gonna play it anyway.
My friend bought it for me a year and a half ago.
My friend bought it for me and literally shipped it up to me. Not gonna play it. Anyway, so anyway, today's
How about that? Bus Runner Sunbreak comes out in 2 weeks.
All right. Anyway, so I think before we get into the topic, I guess we'll do some small talk. So how's your life been going, Mr. Brooks? How's the life been going? How's the wife? How's the kids? Are your dogs okay?
You know, my wife's really struggling right now. She's carrying her 4th child now.
How the dogs?
Kids all eaten up by the dog now. Dog's really fat.
Oh God, I'm so glad we did
That
this again.
bitch Bethany.
Okay,
Bethany.
clearly small talk was not.
The dog's been having sex with my wife. That's where the 4th kid's from. And the 3rd, and the 2nd. Frankly, the 1st, she never wanted to have sex with me.
Okay, clearly small talk was a bad choice. So,
you're the one who brought up an imaginary wife, bro. I am 20.
I'm glad that you rolled with it, though.
A virgin.
I'm glad you rolled with it, though, because it was really funny. Anyway, so the topic of today's episode, seeing as me and Django are now both retail workers, is...
Nah, bro, I quit my job. Fuck that shit. Understaffed. Piece of shit. Fucking...
Do not...
Keeps putting me in the pro area despite only be working for 3 months. I said working for 3 months.
This is we don't name drop it, because if this gets fucking posted and they find out about this, you're fired. We're not name dropping the company.
Lowe's.
Oh God. Anyway.
I'll name drop Lowe's because fuck them.
Anyway, so the topic of this episode is customers that we hate dealing with.
Everyone. Fuck work.
My job, 90 to 95% of the time,
Called
if you're nice
sarcasm.
to them, they're fine.
Called sarcasm.
That is true, but sorry, I'm not the greatest at picking up sarcasm sometimes. Alright, so...
this man, he sarcasms every other sentence and doesn't
I can give sarcasm, but I can't receive it.
You know what I can receive? Nothing, because I'm holding something. I received it from the desk.
Receive my digits, boy. Well, you already have my number. I think.
You know, I took that as taking your fingers forcefully, with Zinogre biting them off.
Anyway. So, who wants to go first with customers we hate dealing with? Like any stories? Just
You're the one talking.
type of customer? Like, do you want to go first? Or should I, given that I have more retail experience?
Django, you're the new one. You should speak up.
Who is that an imitation of?
Colton.
Okay. I guess I'll go first. So,
Wait, you guys are retail workers and I don't have a job and I'm 19? I just play Street Fighter all day? I don't have income?
Okay.
I can't buy the stuff I want?
Okay, this is enough bashing Colton. He's gonna watch this and be so mad.
Imagine
Okay.
him watching something, because he ain't playing Five Strikers. Who says he's watching it?
Enough bashing Colton.
Hello, Colton. If you're watching this, please play Persona 5 Strikers on the Nintendo Switch. It's a very good game, full of rich characters, ones that you know and love from your hit game, Persona 5. Just Persona 5. You don't got the ones from Royal.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Billy Kamek.
Okay. We're getting very off topic here. Okay. So I'm gonna start with a story. I was a few months into working at my place, at my job. So basically, without giving away anything, so there was this lady, and I guess she was looking for an item that we were out of stock of. And it was an ad item. It was like something that was on sale. So I called the manager to check if we have any, because I wasn't sure if we had any. And he says, and the manager on duty, and he tells me over the phone when I called the manager phone, and he said that no, we don't have any in stock. I tell her this. What does she do? She asks to speak directly to the manager. Like she thought that I made up a conversation with the manager just to tell her what she didn't want to hear. So I call him up and I say, she wants to talk to you now. And he literally walks up, tells her the exact same thing I told her that he relayed to me. And then she leaves. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, did she think that I made up that conversation with the manager? Like, what cashier in their right mind would do that? Actually, like, I hate that you raised your hand.
No, I straight up have done that just to get out of situations that I'm too anxious in.
I mean, really, if you're getting anxious, you really should be calling the manager, because if you're not comfortable with it,
I'm too anxious to call the manager. Dude,
sometimes I am too.
Phone anxiety.
So do I, but I had to get over it for my job.
Well, congratulations. You've been working for 3 years.
2 years.
2?
2.
Fuck you. It's been 3 because I said so.
I didn't start working in 2019. Stop flapping.
Started working in like 2017. Shush.
What?
Started working in 2017. Not the same job itself.
We're not counting my one stint at McDonald's for like 2 months and only working weekends. We're not counting that at all.
I worked more at my first job than you? That's a surprise.
Yeah, here's the thing. They only put me on weekend, even though I wasn't going to school at the time. They considered me a student because of my age and only put me on weekends. Even though I literally told them I wasn't going to school Monday to Friday.
Considering you were like, what, 15?
Yeah.
Makes
They considered me a high schooler and only put me on weekends, even though I told
I
them
was
I wasn't
18
going
when
to
I
school.
got my first job. I worked at Wendy's. I was the grill meister. I cooked them good burger, good patties.
But yeah,
patties.
But yeah, that's a customer that I hated dealing with. I guess for a kind of customer I hate. I mean,
How do I bitch about customers without sounding extremely racist?
You don't about those customers. you leave the race out of it. That's how you do it. So
Because white people, am I right? They suck.
yeah, definitely, we're the ones that suck. Obviously, yeah. This is starting to sound too much like sarcasm now that I'm realizing how I'm saying it. White people do suck, though.
Want tape?
Yeah, sure. Hand it over.
Is my phone okay?
Anyway, your camera's still a little too high. There you go. Alright. So, I guess it's your turn, Django. You got a story for us or anything? Type of customer you don't like?
I haven't had anything substantially of note yet. Like, frankly, I've had just general. There was 3+ written on my computer. Don't know why that happened.
You know, or,
So now I'm just gonna send it.
Well, let me think of what else. Well, I guess I've got more types then, because I've been in retail for a long time.
Like, I know, like, you tell me a lot of your stories, so, like,
Yeah.
I want to be like, ooh, gossip.
What?
I want to be like, oh, gossip. I've never heard this juicy information, for I am a 50-year-old
Yeah. Well, that's the thing
woman
when
with a perm.
that's the thing when we text and talk almost every day is. You
Who am I kidding? I don't know
my
this fat
stories.
fuck.
You know, the fact
Also,
is,
which way am I facing, by the way, on your camera? Because for
you
me,
are
you're right there.
you are on the right for me. You're to the right of mine.
So I'm still pointing at you.
No, I'm to the left of your camera. My camera's to the left.
Which
of
way am I
yours.
pointing?
You're pointing towards the edge of my screen. Point the other way. Yes, now you're flipping off my camera.
So I'm pointing right?
You're actually pointing what will be your left. But that is not towards my camera in my position.
Okay. It sounded like my camera was reversed for a second, but it's not now. Hi, guys.
Well, I mean, it's to my. You're pointing
That's
to
a big...
my right, but it would be your left because it's reversed. It's reversed, so you're pointing to my right, but your left. Okay, hold on. Okay, this direction is where you want to go.
I was pointing this way?
No, other way. Other way, and you'll be pointing at me. Other way, and you'll be pointing at me. Other way. Okay. Okay, now that's settled. We're idiots. Let's see. I'm just trying to think of stories because Jesus Christ, there's so many, and I'm blanking on all of them.
Like, the worst I've gotten was just, hey, like, this lumber is impossible to find in the freaking book because it's lumber, and we have like a bajillion different variants because it's that store. And like, I'm just like, and the tag wasn't working because it's like, we have some really shitty tags for lumber. Like, they're like the numbers and tag aren't even readable, period. They look like kind of like like a sticker that's been like half peeled, but it's not a sticker that's been half peeled. It's like a normal sticker,
Interesting.
and like, it's unreadable. And in my troubleness of trying to see what the I'm supposed to do, customer walks off, yells at everybody, "No use bothering with this worthless fuck."
Jesus Christ.
Sheesh.
Man. I actually have one recently. So, now I started as a cashier at the place that I'm working at.
I'm still one.
But in December, they started training me in the customer service center. In customer service. So I also occasionally like work customer service and then sometimes up at the front registers. Now, I don't remember when this was. I think it was like a month or two ago. I don't remember exactly when. But I was back at the customer service center. Somebody calls the customer service center to some older gentleman, and he asks if we have. He asks if we had landline phones. We did. I didn't think we did Apparently, we sell landline phones at a drugstore.
Literally, what's a landline phone?
Like, you know the phone that old people use? It's literally one that's not a cell phone. It's the one that's literally like, it's a home phone. Like those really old phones.
Like one that you have like in a charging station?
Kind of. It depends on the landline. It's ones that's
I,
literally not port. It's ones that you can port around your house, but like you have to be at your home in order
yeah,
to use it.
I had one of those for a while, and I
Yeah.
mostly used it.
Like landlines are not really as common anymore because cell phones are a big thing.
Because I'm too lazy to. Because I don't like doing contacts. Because
Yeah.
it's satisfying to do numbers.
But anyway, so he was asking if we had any landline phones. Apparently, we did have a couple options. I didn't know that at the time. I thought we didn't sell them because I had been in our limited electronics section and never paid attention. Apparently, we do. So, but I made the mistake and told him we didn't. And then he said, "Do you know of another place that?" Well, he got a little pissy with me because he's like, "But you guys have everything," and we do. We sell pretty much anything you could ever need. And he said, "Well, you guys sell everything there," and I'm just like, "Well," and I'm thinking in my head, "Well, there is like a select couple things we don't have," but
Don't sell John Oliver worship candles.
no, we don't. Anyway, anyway, I'm already kind of realizing that this guy's kind of rude, but obviously I'm acting as of the phone, and he asked, "Do you know of any other store that might?" And I said, "Well, maybe like AT&T or another store like them, like whatever your provider is." And he's like, "I don't have AT&T," and I'm just thinking in my head, well, whatever your provider is, but I'm like basically stunted for words at that point. I'm like, what am I supposed to say? And then he says, and you're saying like other stores like them because you don't know, and then he just fucking hangs up. I wanted murder when he hung up like that because I was like, I was genuinely like, yeah, like literally I hung up after he hung up and said like, well, you're saying like them because you don't know. And after he hung up, I put the phone down and just literally said to no one, just said to the air, like, yeah, I don't know. Do I look... I so badly wanted to say to him, yeah, I don't know. I use a fucking cell phone. I'm 20 years old. I am 20 years old and I don't use a fucking landline. It's the 21st century. Just fucking die already, old man. I'm sorry. That's a little too harsh, but
Before he watches this, but unfortunately he cannot because he uses a landline.
There's no way he's gonna watch this. There's no way. But that was just the most if not. I mean, yeah, he's too old. There's no way.
No, he can't watch it portably because he's not using a cell phone.
He's not using a cell phone, yeah. But it's just, I don't know. Like I've had some rude conversations over the phone, but never that rude. That is probably the rude. I think that's the only person I've had blatantly hang up on me like that.
You know what's the most cursed thing about me at work? I wear an Arizona cap. I have nothing to do with Arizona.
I'm not allowed to wear a cap when I'm at work. It's not part of our dress code.
Probably. Oh, our dress code is wear a collared shirt.
Our dress code is pretty strict, especially on pants. You either have to wear khakis, dress slacks, or black jeans. You can wear jeans, but specifically they have to be black. They cannot be blue jeans. They have to be black if you're wearing jeans.
Mine's literally... it would give it away if I said what the dress code was. Wear a collared anything, jacket or shirt.
Just don't say the color, because that'll give it away.
Wear a fabulous pink apron.
Or there's my case of no, I can say mine because it can mean one of two things. Blue shirt is what we wear. And no, it's not Walmart. I would never fucking work for Walmart. Walmart is a shitty company.
Have them go out of business.
Walmart is a shitty company. They don't pay.
Well, is a really big conglomerate monopoly.
The fuck? I don't don't even know what the fuck you just said there.
I don't know. Hello.
Then I
I struggle
guess
with the
now
English
other
language.
retail
My first
things,
language is Jangonese.
other retail
So what
things
the
that bug me though, fucking
not being
people.
able to understand someone's accent and they yell at me knowing like they know what the fuck I'm saying or they're saying. Shit.
Or then, well, then there's oh, I don't know,
And then you're
the
just like,
the people that,
oh, you don't know.
and then there's I don't know, the people that say, oh, I don't know, can't put the item that they're not going to get back where it fucking goes when they change their mind, and just leaving it on some random shelf for another employee to find and walk halfway across the store to put away. It's even worse when it is right next to where it's supposed to go, but it's in the wrong spot still. That's the worst part. I'd actually rather walk halfway across the store to put something away than
Let's be honest, aren't we all
literally.
guilty of that though?
I never do that. If I don't want
Oh.
something at a store, I either put it back where I found it, or I bring it up to the registers and tell an employee I don't want this. Like, I changed my mind on this. At least that way they can put it away. Like, at least in
Yeah,
that case.
there's a clear difference in the levels of politeness out of us two.
Right? Like, if
You
I don't.
bitch.
Like, that's the thing. Like, what are you fucking talking about? I'm nice. I'm kind. I'm generous. I like to be as kind as possible. And honestly, another thing, too, that bugs me is. And I know it's not a big deal, but. I try to be nice to everyone. And I bet you there's probably some customers I've dealt with that I told them the thing they didn't want to hear, even though I was nice about it. I told them, like, we're out of stock of it. They probably thought I was an asshole just for saying what they didn't want to hear. It's like, probably. I'm just saying, like, even if you're nice to
Imagine your
everyone,
whole state being out of PlayStation 4 controllers.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't make. It depends on how you say it. Doesn't. It's not a fault on the person telling you that they're out.
No, I'm just
That does
venting
suck. Yeah, that does
because the
suck
entirety of
though.
Alaska was out of PlayStation 4 controllers for like a month.
That does really suck.
I got. Did I tell you how I got this horrible piece of shit?
How?
My college teacher's son got a PS5 and didn't want his grimy PS4 controller anymore, so she just gave it to me.
That's what I did with my PS4 when I got my PS5.
Oh no, oh, you just sold it.
I just I gave it to a friend. My PS4 Pro I gave to a friend.
No, you gotta make the monies.
I gave it to him because I think I gave it to him because one of his kids. It's one of my, which are my cousins, by the way. He's not related to me, but his kids are. One of his kids spilled milk on his original PS4, which was my original PS4 that I gave to him when I got my Pro. And then one of his kids like spilled milk or water deliberately spilled it on his PS4. And so when I got my 5, I gave him my Pro so he could have a PlayStation.
Restraints to commit murder. Violent acts.
Yeah, you have to do that all the time with kids.
You have to do it all the time, period.
Yeah, especially in a retail job and just a
Like
service
you.
job, not just a retail job. Fuck you. Also, especially in a retail job though, like like some of the customers I have to deal with sometimes, it's just.
It allows you to understand the absolute.
Also,
Man, imagine being it
since
trying
I'm
to sound smart and
yeah,
failing.
there's also the fucking there's another scenario that happened to me today at work earlier when I was during my shift that it's really frustrating because it always happens. It's always. So, at my store, we fill up balloons. We make copies of keys for people. We even make copies of photos for people. Do all kinds of stuff. So, and now to give some background on why that can be frustrating. Now, I was training somebody today, and the reason I was training is I've been working that job for 2 years. I'm pretty good at my job. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying, like, pretty good at my job. My drawer usually mostly always balances. Like, I'm never, like, off by any cash amount, usually. So they usually put the new people with me. I'm one of the cashiers they usually put, like, newer employees with. Like, when we get a new hire in that needs to be trained. And it's every time I train a new hire, everyone, absolutely everyone, like, all at once, when I'm trying to train this new person and keep an eye on them, and then somebody wants keys, so another person wants balloons at the same time, another person wants photos, and it is genuinely frustrating, because I'm like, I literally am already trying to train. How am I supposed to do all this at once? And I get, yeah, you call for help. That's what I do sometimes when it's that difficult. But it's like, it just genuinely makes me want to scream when I am trying to do one thing, when I already have other things to do, and then another thing is thrown at me, and it's like, Jesus Christ, people, just stop coming in for, like, if you want keys, come in when nobody else wants anything else. If you want balloons, come in when nobody else wants anything else. If you want photos, do it when nobody else wants anything else. Jesus Christ, just give me a fucking break. It's just like today I had a moment where I just, like, somebody walked in who wanted balloons. Somebody walked in who wanted balloons. While I was trying to replace our photo ribbon. Like the ribbon that puts the ink on the photocopies. I was trying to replace that because it ran out. And in order to finish the order that we had, I had to replace it. And I was trying to replace that ribbon and figure all that out. When my other register, and again, the person I was training, and he was doing a good job. He was picking up quickly. So he was ringing people up. And it's the same counter, so I can just look over at him and see if he needs any help. But anyway, one of my other registers comes up to me and is like, this customer needs balloons. And I was sitting there like, please just page. And I look at him and I'm just like, please, you might want to page somebody, because I'm trying to figure out this photo thing. Like, I cannot do both of these things at once. And I just told him, just page somebody up to help. And I'm just, oh man, it just, all that frustrates me. Like, it's not as bad as, like, because at least I can page for help, for somebody to help out while I do one thing and they do the other. But it's different than, like, fast food, where I swear I was expected to be in, like, 4 places at once. But it's just stressful when you have, like, one thing coming at you at a job, another thing coming at you, another thing, like, it's just all sides. There's things coming at you. And it's, why are you moving this Anoker slowly closer? But yeah, that's just really frustrating.
Because I'm struggling to thinking of anything to say.
This is a talking podcast. We both got to bounce back and forth. I can't just keep talking. I could. We're not going into Italian babbling. This is not
called
going,
Italianese.
We're not going into Italianese. We're not going into this.
Man,
you gotta have at least a couple more stories in there, in the tank.
I'm very bad at talking.
I mean, just,
man, if I'm predicting my IQ if I ever get an IQ test, 87.
I believe that is legally an idiot. I don't even think you can function with an IQ that low.
Not that low.
Wait, hold on.
I think that's higher than Elvis Presley.
Hold on. What is the lowest IQ you
I think 40's like dysfunctional.
With?
What should be 87?
The lowest score possible is 0, but no one in recorded history has scored 0.
Yeah, because no one who has that much IQ, that little IQ, got to the test.
No, I want to know, like, what, like. Well, let's see.
It's like 100's average. It's not that much lower.
Oh, 100's average. You're not below average, dude.
Yeah, probably.
You're on the spectrum. You can't be.
That's not how that works.
Statistically, people on the autism spectrum are generally smarter. Not smarter than others. More they statistically are likely to be above average IQ. That is an actual thing, like statistically. Most people on the spectrum, like I have,
I just know Elvis had like an idea or an IQ of 80.
like I'm slightly above average.
I don't know mine.
Let me see. I don't remember what mine is. It's been so long since I took a test, but let's see here. What is average IQ? It's 100. Average IQ is 100. Most people, the average is most people have an IQ between 85 and 115. And above 130
Gifted.
is very high IQ. It's out of 300. It's out of 300.
What was yours?
I don't remember what mine was. I think it was definitely above 100. I don't remember by how much though.
That one Chad who was just like, man.
I think I was like high average.
You 69.
I was at least 110. I might have been 120 and above, but I don't remember. Is there a way to view that? You know what, is it on my fucking like? I have the fuck.
So yeah, retail it really do suck.
Yep.
But you are one of the backbones of human
necessities.
neediness. Basically the same word, but one's more accurate.
You know, I wonder, is my... I gotta wonder. Because I have my for college reasons, I have my IEP from school. Does that have my IQ on there?
I don't think so.
Is that listed somewhere?
I never took an IQ test and I had one, so probably not.
Yeah, I took one. The last time I took one was at most middle school.
Yeah, most of my bad problems at work is just like, well, you can't do this right now? Oh. Shitty worker. And I'm just like, me wanting to say, well, yeah, because we don't train our fucking employees. We just throw them out there, learn from experience and suffering. Because we don't have enough people to fucking teach anything. And the training is bad because it's just a bunch of mumbo who gives a fuck. One of the wrong answers on a thing was a fucking unicorn. Someone getting that wrong? I sure hope not. Fuck people. People suck. What are you doing?
I'm trying to find my IQ. I don't know. I think we've run out of
Give
stories to talk about. So, you know what? As for this retail
Oh,
themed
you
episode,
wait.
that's the intro, and it's outdated.
That's the intro from 5 years.
It's also outdated, so fuck off. Anyway, that does it for this episode, I guess. Episode 3, the year and a half.
He told me not to talk about Monster Hunter.
You did anyway.
That would have made for a longer episode.
Yeah, probably. But, I mean, we were recording for like almost 35 minutes, so it's fine. We'll see you guys in the next one, which hopefully won't be as long from now, because I actually do kind of want to do these more again. So, anyway, this has been Keagen. And...
a broken pile of soup falling into the drain of the shower.
And this has been Fuck It. Let's make a podcast. See you guys next time.
Hi, guys.